Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play Football Manager 2022 as we continue, or maybe really just get started on our Journeyman Glory Hunter run. Today is the first, I guess, real episode where we actually got to start playing some games with CURZON ASHTON here. Let's get into the episode. All right, here we are in game, ready for our first episode here, our first games to play today. Before I jump in, though, I do want to ask and remind you, I'm not going to do this every time, but just for these first few episodes, I do want to ask and remind you to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, like the video, all that kind of stuff. If you do enjoy this type of content and want to see more of it, it helps, it really encourages me along, helps the channel to really get going, helps the series to really get that motivation that it needs. And obviously comment below if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, ideas, criticisms, anything like that. I will try to accept it all graciously, especially the criticism stuff. But I do appreciate it. Everybody's been very, very good in the past, so I appreciate that as well. But yeah, let's just get right into this. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this for how many weeks? I say weeks. I mean, I guess maybe for a couple months. Basically, since I stopped playing FM21, and I was like, you know what? I don't have a lot of time to play right now. I know I'm going to come back when FM22 comes out. And so that's basically how long I've been waiting. I've been waiting for FM22 to come out so that I could like really get back into the YouTube stuff. As you can see here, we're getting ready for our first game here against Chester. It is an away game. I have, this was the formation I was going with before, which was this, I don't know, just default. That was like a template formation or whatever, or template tactic. I went ahead and just went back and just was like, you know what, let me just create my own and just really trim back on some of the instructions and stuff like that, because we're in this level of the league, you know, this low level. We don't want to overload the team with too many instructions. In fact, I may already have too many instructions on the in possession side of things. I've only got 3 each, actually 2 on the out of possession, but I can go through these real quick. We are going to continue with the 4-4-2 as we have discussed. I am going to try and play McKay as a target forward because he's actually one of the tallest strikers in our league at 6'3", and he's got pretty decent heading for the league, a pretty good jumping reach. So we're going to try and play him with that. We'll just leave Knowles as the sole poacher over here. He's quite a bit shorter. He's actually, what is he, 5'9", 5'10". He's actually my height. So maybe not super short, but shorter for sure. And then we've kind of basically moved some other guys around into some of their best positions and whatnots. But yeah, we're going to be playing a little bit wider, try to really spread the team out a little bit as we can push our wingers forward a little bit more. I'm going to try to hit those early crosses and floating those crosses in hopes that we can get it to our really tall striker there. See what he can do with that. We're going to go with a little bit of a higher tempo, although I do know that one of the things they've changed with the match engine this year is that fatigue is supposed to really play a bigger role and really drain your guys a bit more maybe than they might have in the past. So we'll see what happens with that. We are going to play for set pieces, which does remind me I do need to set up some sort of set piece instructions. In transition, I'm going to go ahead and go with counter press and counter. I usually go with that in past Football Manager runs, but I've also heard that it's not quite as good this time around, and it can also tire your guys out a bit. So we'll see what happens there. For now, I'm going to distribute to center backs. I may change some of this. I just haven't decided what I want to do here, but I figure I'd go through the middle and kind of maybe go out from there. Something of that nature. We'll start with something and then see how it works, and then we'll adjust as we need to. So that's kind of the goal there. And then out of position, we are going to use a higher line of engagement, but a much higher defensive line. See if we can catch some guys off sides. I feel like in these lower leagues, sometimes the guys can be a little bit too, what's the word? Anxious, or not anxious, maybe excited, and really want to go for that bomb over the top, go for that run. And I'm hoping with a much higher defensive line, we can catch some of these novice guys offsides, because I tend to find my guys at this level go offsides quite a bit. So we'll see what happens. And again, we can change some of this stuff as needed as time goes by. The coach recommended I play this first game with a positive mentality, which kind of surprised me a little bit, because I thought Chester was one of the better teams, or am I misremembering? I might be just be thinking of a different year entirely. Chester, 9th. I mean, not the best, but it's up there. So we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, no, I think I'm pretty happy with all of this. I will continue to look at get some more loanies in or something of that nature. And if we get a really good signing that we can bring in, we still have a little bit of finances in the wage budget and of course the transfer budget to be able to bring like a really good star something in. If we get like an A plus player or something like that that comes through for our scouting, we might go after one of those guys just to give us somebody exciting on our team. I think if we got a strong team, but a little bit of an extra piece could make a humongous difference. Like I said, maybe another loanee or two if we need to do that as well. Other than that, yeah, today's game is going to be against Chester, and then the second game of today will be against Guiseley here. Guiseley is currently projected. I should have checked this while I was looking there. Guiseley's projected to be 14th. So 9th and 14th. I think these are two. I think we can win one of these two games. Let's put it that way. I think we can get some points today. And so if we can get some points today, I will be pretty happy with that. Honestly, if we got 2 points today, a pair of draws, I think that'd be a pretty decent way to start this season, considering we're supposed to be fighting away from relegation here. But we did tell the board before we got hired that we'd be top half or mid-table. I actually don't remember. What did I tell them? Where was it? Club Vision? Mid-table. So we have our work cut out for us a little bit if we are slated to be a relegation favorites or at least in that battle. But I think we can overachieve, in my opinion. So we'll see. Other than that, I think everything else is good. Am I ready to jump into this? I think so. I don't think there's anything else I need to change around. I don't want to change any of the players around. I've got some good substitutes here that I think I'm okay with. Let's try it. Let's go into the fixtures and go into our first tactical meeting of the year. They want us to bring Harry Flowers on. I thought that coach told me that he was not in a good... I like how they're suddenly changing their opinion. Maybe because I changed the formation a little bit, but it is kind of funny that they're changing their opinion suddenly. I mean, Harry Flowers is the better. I'm going to hold off on that one. Or no, did I already make this change manually and it just hasn't pushed the button? I think that's what happened. And then it's telling me to go from cautious to positive. I already did that. Defend with more width. I've already done that. Did I do that? I might have changed that. Build match fitness. Oh yeah, so it's telling me that Harry Flowers is lacking in match fitness, which means we can still play him, but just keep an eye on him. I think I'll leave him out for today and then reduce defend duties. We already did that. So defend with more width. Is that something I have? It's not the same thing, is it? Where's defend with more width? Is that the same thing? I mean, I've got the attacking width, but is defend with more width the same as just going wider? Must be, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we'll defend with more width then, if that's what they suggest. I thought about it. We'll try it. We'll see what happens and go from there. We can actually simulate the match. I think that might be one of the Zealand things. I don't think that's based in the game, is it? I actually don't know. I haven't played this game without the Zealand skin on there, but I think that might be one of his things. But obviously, we're going to play this match ourselves, but that's good to know that that's available. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm sorry. I know I'm just kind of lingering here, but I feel like I'm missing something. But no, I guess not. I think I got ready. I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and give you a number. Number 12, Mr. What was your name? I haven't learned all my players yet. We'll learn our players together today. We'll see who jumps out at us as somebody who's really good and go from there. McGuckin. Sierra McGuckin. All right. I know we're the underdogs. Sure, go give the fans something to cheer for. We gave somebody some motivation. Cool. Oh, wow. A little bit different. I don't know if that's, again, skin or default. Okay, well, I'll trim through this real quick to see if there's anything new. No. That all looks normal. Yeah, I've seen that before. All of this looks normal. Anything new here at all? Notable events, fair enough. Seen all this. All right, I think we're pretty good. Let us change some things around here, though. We do want to... I want to bring the camera height up a little bit if I can. Actually, I want to go to... I guess director is probably okay, actually, now I think about it. As far as highlights, we only want key highlights. We want the match speed during highlights to be just a smidge... Why can I not turn this higher? What is going on? Do I have to, like, start the game? Okay, now can I change things? There we go. That was really weird. Oh, All that stuff's fine. I'd like to pull the camera height a little bit higher if I can, but is it directed just going to be that way? That's fine. We'll just leave it that way. And then replay, we'll do it behind goal. And replay is on. I think this is all fine. Sounds on. We'll leave them on for now. If they get annoying, we will turn them off at some point. All right, here we go. And we're off. It is raining today at our home. Oh, no, we're at, wait, that's right. We're at Chester's Field. And we are in the pink salmon. We'll call it salmon. I don't know. why is there a difference between salmon and pink? Cohen over to Grand here. And I guess this may just be the initial kickoff highlight. I doubt that this is an actual official highlight. We'll find out here very shortly, though, I hope. Oh, get out of there. Oh, he almost got to it. Come on, guys. Let's start this season off in a really, really good way. A little dangerous, but thankfully Renshaw was paying attention to things. And that was into that highlight. All right, let's get this going, guys. Come on. A little bit of a different report here. I think that's new. I don't remember that. I mean, so far, playing pretty evenly. Nothing really to write home about. Nothing exciting. Nothing of any nature. We're getting a little bit more fatigued than they are. That's something to take note of. We are getting a highlight here. Chester with the ball, though. Come on, guys. A little dangerous. A little scary there. Goalkeeper was a little away from the goal. Could have gotten over his head and gotten into the goal, but thankfully it was not on target. We got a throw in here coming in for Chester. Still no highlight for us as of yet. Come on, guys. Let's get this ball. There we go. Get in front of that one. McKay's going to be able to chase this one down. He's going to push the ball up. He does have Knowles ahead of him, although he's going to have to slow up a little bit. Gets it back to Challoner. Is that his name? Thomas now with the ball. Back to Challoner. Over to Richards. Richards up to Witham. Thomas over in the corner here. He's going to get across to Curran. Curran with the strike there. Our left midfielder playing as an inverted winger there. Curran, maybe? Probably not Curran. Probably Curran. Sure. Probably come out to be whatever I end up saying. So we'll see if I can figure out everybody's names. Thomas. I mean, that was a good play, though. He came in strong. I actually thought he was going to get it to Knowles, but Knowles held back a little bit. Thankfully, Curran coming into that inside or inverted winger, he comes inside a little bit, obviously, and he plays into that spot. And that worked out very well for us. What is his, I'll have to look in a little bit what his finishing is. Richards with the ball. He gets it up to McKay. McKay heads it over, but nobody's there, unfortunately, to pick that one up. All right, there we go. I thought we were going to get that one back. Come on, guys. Richards with the head. Lucy? I'll say Lucy. I don't know how else to say that. Knowles with the ball. Great strike from Knowles. Again, Knowles is projected to be the #1 scoring striker this year in the league. So we definitely want to see some goals from him. If he can score like they projected him to score, I think that we'll be in a very good position. I can't imagine we'll have the #1 striker and still be in a relegation battle. That doesn't make sense to me. Good stuff from Knowles, though. Very good. Come on, guys. Keep it up. Still in the first half here. Still getting another highlight here. Richards pushing the ball up. With him. Back to Richards. Richards up to McKay's there. Almost not quite able to get onto it, though. Grabe. Oh, Lucy. Over to McKay. McKay gets it up to Knowles. Knowles gets past the defenders. It's Knowles and the goalkeeper. And Knowles with another goal. Well, that's one way to get #1 goal scorer of the season, is to go ahead and pick up 2 goals in your very first game. That is good to see. Boys are getting a little more tired than I would like to see probably in this first half. Although I guess it's pretty normal to be, what is that, about a kind of a light green color there. So maybe it's not too bad. It did look like we were a little bit more fatigued than the other team was for a minute there, but maybe it was just perception. All right. Well, 3 goals out of our team. Similar shots as the other guys. XG is a little bit in our favor. Obviously, makes sense. Possession's about 50-50, which is okay. Although I do personally like to play a little bit of a bigger possession game. But if we're going to go score 3 goals, I won't argue the possession too much. All right. Well, let's see here. No, I want to outstretch my arms and say, yeah, I say, what if 45 minutes? Let's cheer the boys on. We're just a semi-pro team. I want to be cognizant of that. I mean, these guys are not making a ton of money to do what they do. And they don't, I mean, I'm sure they all have other jobs that they have to do. Maybe, maybe not all of them, but some of them probably have other jobs. So, you know, we got to be cognizant of that they're here, you know, not because they're making tons of money. They're here because they want to play good football. And we want to respect that and support them when they do good. Although, again, sometimes when they support them when you do good, they can get a little bit complacent in the second half. We'll see if that happens here now or not. Hopefully not. Thomas over here in the corner. He's going to get a cross over to Knowles. Knowles with his hat trick already. What? Well, there you go. I mean, it's just the first game. I do not want to get ahead of myself at all. Obviously, I've won first games many times in many seasons, and then went on to like lose like 12 games in a row. So we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but the boys are looking really good right now. Really good right now. Knowles just looking outstanding. And honestly, McKay, I think he's a threat. He's in there. I mean, I don't think there's anything we've got to worry about him. He's on a 7.8 right now. And he hasn't scored a single goal. So, doing pretty good overall. I don't think I need to worry about this. We can exit that. I went ahead and turned on all the hints because I wanted to make sure that if there were any hints about any of the new things that I haven't looked at before, I wanted to have them available just so I can kind of learn about them real quickly. But most of these obviously are repeats from last year. All right. Well, we do have a guy on a 6.6 here. Not super great, but he's also the most fit at the moment. So I'll probably take the 6.7 Lussy off here and see who we have to bring on him. We're actually bringing on the Loney here. McGuckin, we'll give him a chance. Would he rather be a different position than ball winning? I think we told the people that we loaned him from that we'd play him as a DLP. So we'll play him as a supporting DLP, and that's going to be okay. And we'll give him a little bit of a team top. Why not? Hey, he seemed motivated by that. A lot of this. Oh, I was going to show you the heat for a second there, but we'll come back and look at that here in a minute. Come on, guys. I mean, most of our team is playing really, really well. We do have a couple spots that are not as good as. I mean, our wingbacks, fullbacks, whatever you want to call them, I guess, depending on what position you play them in. I knew they were going to be probably our weakest link, to be honest. I was not expecting too much from these two guys, and they haven't shown up too well in this game. That doesn't mean they're not going to be good in the future. But we gave up a goal. That's all right. It's all right. But and I also knew that we needed a little bit more strength in midfield. That's why I got the Loney guy in, because I knew that I wanted a little bit more depth, a little more strength there. I just didn't want to start him yet because he wasn't fully conditioned, fully sharp yet. But we'll see how he plays for the rest of this match. And we'll also keep an eye on these wingbacks. Fullbacks. I think the normal is to call them fullbacks, right? They could play as a wingback version of a fullback, but I think they're technically just fullbacks, aren't they? I could be wrong. Tells you. Hey, there's a disclaimer on the comments or in the description that says, note, I don't know anything about football beyond what I've learned from playing this game. So I don't know everything by any stretch. I was looking at the heat here. I mean, look how much heat there is, like right there. I guess this is Chester's average positions. They're very, very strong on that. I guess this is their goalkeeper. They're very strong on that left-hand side over there. So it's kind of interesting to see how much they've been putting there. I don't know. It may be irrelevant to anything that's going on in the game, but it was just very glaring that there's just like this bright spot there. All right. I mean, I guess what I would normally do is I might play that a little more defensively somehow and just like be a lot more careful on that side of things, because it looks like they are really trying to push things down that side of the field. In fact, you can see that even here. 46% of their attacks have come down that left-hand side. Let's change out Mr. Complacent here. We'll bring in Posha here. He's technically a center back, but he can do this role. Would he rather be something else? This is on the right-hand side, so this is their left. So this is the side that I probably want to be a little more defensive anyway. We'll play him as a no-nonsense, since he's kind of playing out of position. And we'll see if we can just make sure we defend on that side again a bit more. Yeah, because he'd be over here protecting against this strength of their attack. I'm gonna drop it down to a balanced. We don't need to be going for a fifth goal or anything like that. As nice as it would be. At this point, I just want to grab whoever's just tired that we want to keep around. We'll bring out Witham. Actually, I don't think I... Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. We got Mahon here. Bring him on here. This can be fine. And we'll finish out this game. I mean, a little bit more tired towards the end of the game than I would have liked, especially for being the very first game of the season. We probably don't want to drain everybody's fitness levels too much, so we might have to pull back on the tempo a bit. But we'll judge it. We'll see how much they recover between now and the next game. Mahon with the ball here. He just goes for goal. I mean, sure, I guess. If nothing else, it burns a little bit of clock. Unless we give up a goal here. Oh, we did not. Good. I just see how many offsides the Chester guys had. See if our very high defensive line has pulled any of them offsides or anything like that. Knowles with the ball. He gets it over to Richards, and that's the end of the game. Yeah, not bad. Do we see offsides on here? I don't see offsides immediately. I could add offsides. I just kind of want to see it. I mean, we got him 4 offsides to our 1. So it does look like our high line might have pulled them off a little bit, which is good. Cool. All right. We caught them in the offsides trap. Actually, I didn't even see offsides trap. Was that on there? I didn't officially set it. But no, I'm excited about the boys. They did amazingly well. I want to talk about nobody gave us a chance. Let's talk about how good they were. I don't want to dwell on the negative aspect of it. I want to give them the kudos for the positive. Top of the league because of goal diff. Well, I don't think that'll last for very long, but we'll take it at the beginning. I mean, you got to start somewhere. Cool. We'll come back to the conference here, or the press conference here in a second. Anything else I need to look at? Looks like our under 18s also won their game, only by 1 point. That's still good to see. Brad Bood is the other guy that I brought in. He's that left wing back that we brought in. That, again, I keep saying wing back, fullback. He's just not quite there, maybe. But if he starts to develop really, really well, then he could easily jump into our team pretty soon, I think. And Classy Knowles on form. Obviously, we want to see that. I'm not ready to put... I guess I'll handshake him. But I don't want to put my arm around a guy I just met a week ago. We'll give him some space. We'll be respectful. But yeah, we'll be right back for game number 2 against Guiseley here. It is a home game, so hopefully we have a little bit of an advantage there. We'll see. But we'll be right back. All right, we're back for game number 2 here against Guiseley. No changes into the starting formation. I have moved McGuckin out. He actually played in our under 18s just to get him a little bit more time because I wanted to get his sharpness up a little bit quicker than we were probably getting Plague off the bench for us. So that does mean I think Jack Dunn comes in to the bench. So other than that, everything else is the same. No other real changes. I think we might have put a little bit more marking on, use tighter marking, but I think that's it, honestly. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I've changed. So let's get into this game and see if we can repeat last game's results. It's funny that it's actually asking me to go through this again. We can skip that because we've already done all of that. Daniil Richards is pleased. Matty Waters is pleased. They like the much higher defensive line and the play for set pieces. Although I just realized I haven't actually officially set up my set pieces beyond the default. Whoops. We'll have to do that after this game if I can remember. I want you to pick off where you left off last time. A couple guys motivated by that. That's pretty good. And yeah, let's get into this, guys. Come on. We are in the blue kits today. Richards gets... Oh, I thought he was going to get that going there, but nothing yet. This is still just the initial highlight, though. I don't think anything's going to come of this. Maybe not. Maybe. Never mind. That was not the initial highlight. That was an official real highlight. Well, that's not a good way to start things, giving up a goal in the first 28 seconds. Well, then. I mean, what did it fall? We just let him get past us. I mean, really. And I don't think that was that right there. I don't think was from the higher defensive line. I think that was just he just made a good play. They were already in our side of the field. All right, Challoner chasing the ball down here, turning it around. Over to Witham. Witham gets it back to Richards. Richards gets it up to Challoner. He's going to be able to get it inside. He gets it across. Curran's there. Oh, not able to get anything on it. He's able to come up with the ball again. Play is still going. McKay with the ball. Back over to Challoner. Challoner gets it to McKay's there. Nothing going. A little too high. Just an inch too high. Come on, guys. Looks like Guiseley's main attack is down the middle at the moment. Come on. Let's get something going here. I want to demand more. We'll see if it looks like a little bit of happiness there from that. I mean, it looks like we're playing better. They just got the goal. They got the early goal here. Thomas over to Witham. Witham up to McKay. McKay gets it to Knowles. Knowles, we've seen him do this twice in the last game. Or was it 3 times? I don't remember if all 3 of his goals came like that, but was not able to get that one, unfortunately. Well then, we have dominated the XG, dominated the shots, 2 on target. But yeah, they just got the first goal. That's how Football Manager goes sometimes. Tell me something else, guys. Like, seriously. I don't know what else to tell you. I say that. You guys have played well. Just gave up a goal that we shouldn't have and haven't gotten the goals that we should have. Oh, almost got the header in there. Not quite. It is going to be a throw-in for us, though. Waters with throw-in. Lussey there. Back to Waters. Across to Witham. Not able to get that one. McKay's there, though. Oh, McKay. You cannot miss that one. I don't know if it got deflected or not. I didn't see it well enough, but it had to have gotten deflected, right? How did he miss that one otherwise? Oh my goodness. Well then. Well then. You know how I said at the beginning of the episode that I would be perfectly happy if all we did was pick up some points? 2 points would have been fine. 3 points would have been great. We've already picked up our 3 points, and I'm disappointed that we're not going to pick up more here if the things stay the way they are. It's funny how things change when you play so well in the first game. Bring Jack Dunn in here. We haven't seen him play yet. Does he want to be a ball-winning midfielder? He doesn't seem like it matters for him. We'll just keep him in the same role and see what that does for him. I was thinking about bringing off, what was it? Thomas? Or whichever one it was that was on a 6.4. But he's currently motivated. I want to leave him in there for now and see if that will, if he'll be able to come back from that. Maybe he just had one, a bad play or something like that. He's still trying to bounce back from. Waters with the ball over to Wilson. Wilson to Lussey. Back to Richards. Richard gets it over to Challoner. Challoner pushing the ball past his own man, I guess. Gets across to McKay's there. Not able to get on that one before the goalkeeper was. Lussey, though. Thomas now with the ball. McKay's in the area. Not able to get on that one. And a whole lot of nothing from that. We have just... We're getting FM'd, as they say. Because 16 shots, 4 on target to their 4-1, and we're still losing. Yeah. I mean, he's brought it up to a 6.5 now. He's still focused. Knowles is just having a bad game. Maybe we should bring him out. He's composed. We'll give somebody else a chance. Maybe he's just having a bad game. Bring Mr. Craig Hobson in here. Would he rather be something else? Nah, he's fine. Come on, guys. See what you guys got. We are just getting shots galore over here, but we just can't seem to... apparently made them unhappy with my firing up. All right, we're getting corner kick coming in from Guiseley. That was close. We are going to do a substitute off that corner kick now. I mean, Coran is tired right now. Do we have anybody? We do have Mahon coming for him. We'll do that. And that will be the end of our substitutes. See if we can get anything here in the last 10 minutes of this game. We have just dominated this game in every way but the scoreboard. Challenger into Thomas. Thomas gets it across. McKay's there. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, how disappointed can I be in the boys that they gave up the goal in the first 28 seconds, which was, I mean, that was bad enough, but that's kind of like, that's not how the game went. And then, well, I'm less upset about the goal in the first 28 seconds because that's just, yeah, you got to do better, but I don't think that's going to happen all the time. It's the 23 shots, 5 on target, 2.44 XG that we just couldn't get any goals in. That's the part that's depressing. All right. Well, I'm not going to throw the water bottle. I will point the finger, and I'll just say that I'm disappointed. Still a good start. Still a really good start. I'm pretty happy with the 3 points in the first 2 games. I just, you know, after you get that first 3 points, you expect something more from the second game. But all right, that was even Fad Day. Poor fans. We'll go ahead and put a cutter there. When we come back, we'll do our second episode somewhere in September. Let's see here. I want to try to do 10 episodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 might work because either I'll play these last 2 in May, or if we're in some sort of playoffs or something like that, I'll show that. So yeah, we'll come back in September. We'll do, you know what, we'll probably just do the FA Cup qualifying at Bradford, PA, because it's I like to try to feature as many home games as I can. So we'll do that. FA Cup second qualifying, whoever that's going to be, at Bradford, PA next time. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully, I enjoyed this so far. I mean, we've scored 4-2 in the first 2 games. Not a bad way to go. I wish we'd got more points out of it, but 4-2 on goals, pretty good start to the season. We'll see if we can keep it up. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.